ChatGPT just got 5 brand new features, and I guarantee that you either haven't heard of these features before or you're using them completely the wrong way, so let's dive right into it. Now, the reason that you haven't seen or heard about these new features is because they're not actually accessible from ChatGPT.com. Instead, what you need to do is you need to come over to OpenAI.com, and then from here, you need to log in. And you need to log into the API platform right here, because this is going to unlock a bunch of different ways for you to be able to use ChatGPT. If you now click on Playground right here, and this is going to bring you to a way different way to actually interact with ChatGPT. And the first feature that I want to show off for you here is this compare feature right here. I literally get asked all the time, Rob, what model should I use? Rob, what model should I use for this? Rob, what model is best for this? And now you can actually figure this out with that compare feature. So if you click in right here, you are going to be able to change the models. For example, you could test out GPT 4.1, 4.1 mini, 4.1 nano, or you could use one of the reasoning models here. In fact, you could pretty much access every ChatGPT model in order to see which one is going to give you the best answer. So let's test out using ChatGPT 03. We could change what the format is going to be, what the reasoning effort is going to be, what the summary is going to be, and any functions that we want to add in here. And we could come over here and we could test this against, we'll try 4.0 because that's like the normal model here. So now as you can see, we have ChatGPT 03 here, we have ChatGPT 4.0 right here, and we're going to be able to see how they actually give us different responses. For example, I typed in the prompt right here, I need you to be an expert at writing YouTube scripts. Please write me a script, just a script for a video about the YouTube algorithm updates. Now we could go through and see how each of these actually responds. We could see the speed that it gives. We could see how they actually interact with things differently. And then they're going to give us completely different responses. And guess what? This is going to allow you to see, hey, is 4.0 better than 03 for this exact example here? Now, obviously, you would go through and do this for the examples that you have, but this will show you how this actually changes things. The other way that you could do this, if we X out of this right here, we're going to get rid of this. We're going to come back to compare right here. If we click on here and we click this sync, this is going to make sure that we use the same model in both of these. But what you are going to be able to change is you will be able to change the system instructions here. So you'll be able to describe the model behavior, the tone, tool usage, response style, and you could see how that actually adjusts things based on just using the raw model. And you're going to be able to play around here in order to figure out really easily what models work best for you, what system instructions work best for you, and what the best way for you to be able to interact with regular ChatGPT is for you to get the best response for whatever you want. That was just the first feature. The second feature is if we come over to images right here, you are going to notice that this is a completely different way for you to be able to create images with ChatGPT. If we just open up ChatGPT right here and we go to create an image by creating an image right here, this is actually using their old image model. If you want to use the latest, most up-to-date image model, you need to be using it through the API right here. And this actually gives us a bunch of different things that we could do. First and foremost, you can still upload reference videos here or reference documents. For example, if I wanted to upload this t-shirt right here, you can also change how many images this generates. You can generate up to 10 images. We could come in here, we could change the size of this, and we can also change the quality of this. And then finally, if we come over here, this will actually give you a bunch of different examples. For example, let's say that we wanted to make a speaker ad here. It says generate an ad for a home Bluetooth speaker. It actually uploads a photo here, and this will actually show you how to correctly prompt ChatGPT to get it to make the best images or the best examples for a bunch of different use cases here. If you haven't done this, I would strongly suggest that you go through and check this out. So if we come over here, we're going to change this to 4. We're going to make sure that this is high, and we're going to make sure that this right here is square. We're going to click on this. Now this is going to go ahead and make several different variations of ads for this speaker that we just gave it a random photo of. So now that this is done, let's check it out. We will be able to click in here. We can make this full screen right here, and we will be able to see all of the different options that it gave. Otherwise, if we come over here, we could scroll through all these different options of image ads that were created. We could click on here in order to edit the prompt. We could click on here to add to the prompt, which is literally going to take the exact image and then be able to add to it, which is a way better way of doing what you would do with regular ChatGPT, where you tell it to edit it, and then guess what it does? It goes off on its own and makes a bunch of other changes. But what this actually does is takes the new image that was generated, and now that is what you're actually building variations on, or you could download it right here. Now, before we get into the next 3 features, I need to make sure that you smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest AI tools. I upload videos like this every single day, and you're not going to want to miss them. In addition to that, I just launched AI Automation School, where you could learn to automate your work with AI, make more money with AI, and get personalized feedback on exactly what tools you should be using and how you should be using them. If you're interested in that, please check it out at the pinned comment below. Now, that third use case, and they're only going to get crazier and crazier from here on out, is if we come into prompts right here. If we come into assistants, you are going to be able to see this right here. Kind of looks like the Gemini logo, but if we click on this, you will be able to say what you want your model to be able to do. So for example, I want my model to be an expert at making YouTube titles. Now, if we click create right here, what this is going to do is go out and write us system instructions that will turn ChatGPT into an amazing YouTube title generator. So create engaging and effective YouTube titles to capture the essence of the video content and encourage viewers to click and watch. Consider the following aspects when crafting titles: relevance, interest, curiosity, keywords, emotional length, and then it actually goes through and gives a bunch of different steps here, what the output should be, and then it gives a bunch of different examples of the input, the output, the input, the output, the input, the output, and then it gives a bunch of different notes here. Now you could take this right here. You can come over to ChatGPT and you can do a few things with this. First and foremost, if you come into a project right here, for example, we make a new project and call it YouTube titles, we will now be able to train a new model of ChatGPT on this. So add instructions, we just paste this in here, and this is then going to turn this into an expert at creating YouTube titles. Or we could just use this as part of the prompt that we're going to be using on ChatGPT. And guess what this is going to do? This is going to make ChatGPT way more useful, because this is actually using ChatGPT in order to generate system instructions to get the model to do exactly what you want. Because I'm sure that you've had the experience before where you tell ChatGPT to do something and it doesn't do what you want it to. It's probably because you didn't do it in this format like this. And new feature number 4, before we get into by far my favorite way to use ChatGPT, and it's something that I've gotten a lot of questions on, is if you come into TTS right here, guess what you can do? You can now generate text to speech. And we come over here, we could change the different model that you could use. You could give it different instructions. For example, the way that you want it to sound or the way that you want it to speak. We could change the voice right here. We could change the speed, and we could change the format in which it's going to actually come out. So let's say that we came over here and we had this generate a script that we could use for the side effects that nobody warned you about taking GLP-1s. We could copy this right here. We can now come over into here. We can paste this in here, make sure that it's on this model, and we could say, I want you to speak in an urgent and concerned tone. We could choose the voice over here. I am going to choose Onyx right here because the name sounds cool. I'm going to do 1.25 because I want it to sound urgent. I want it to sound quick. And then the format is going to be MP3. We're going to click generate, and this is going to go through and actually generate this for us. Check this out.
You're cold all the time. You've got brain fog, zero energy, and you're backed up. And you're thinking, is this just part of the medication?
Awesome. If we like this, we can download this. We can now throw it on that piece of content or whatever else that we want to do with it, simply within ChatGPT, generating text-to-speech. Now, the final feature that I wanted to show off to you is actually something that just came out a few days ago. You can now, with ChatGPT 03 and 04, schedule out tasks. Now, The other way that you could do this is if you come up here, top right hand corner, click on tasks right here, you will see all the different scheduled tasks that I have. For example, up-to-date AI news. What this does is search for the latest AI news and it notifies me if it finds any, and I have this do this all the time. In fact, you could change what schedule it's done. You could have it run continuously. For example, I'm going to have this run daily at 2 p.m. I'm going to click save. This will then go ahead and do that. Now, for most people, this will only generate a notification on ChatGPT. But in order to fix that, what you are going to do, you're going to click on this bottom left-hand corner. Actually, my apologies. That is not what you're going to click on. You're going to click on top right-hand corner up here. You're going to click on settings. You are going to come over to notifications and you will see tasks right here. In here, you could have it so that it emails you. And what this will do, whatever email you're registered with on ChatGPT, it will now begin to email you. For example, I am going to pull up this email right here and you will be able to see that all the different tasks that I have scheduled out since 6:02 this morning, I have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different tasks. And I have it doing a bunch of different things. I have it telling me how much a certain stock is that I'm interested in. I have it giving me different content ideas, different YouTube content ideas. I have it keeping me up to date on the latest AI stories. I have it keeping me up to date on different workouts that I should do and different meal plans that I could do. You could literally customize it. Anything that you could get ChatGPT to do, you can now get it to send you updates on those things however frequently you want. Now, like I was saying earlier, if you're looking to join a community where you can learn more about AI, more about automating your work, more about making money with AI, and connect with like-minded people that want to learn more about AI just like you, and even get personalized feedback from me on exactly what tools you should be using or helping you solve any issues you might run into, please check out AI Automation School at the pinned comment below. It's cheaper than it will ever be right now because next week I'm raising the price. Or I'd strongly suggest that you check out this video right here that walks you through a brand new tool that will allow you to build websites or apps with literally one click of a button. I'll see you over there.